Good day everyone, I'm Jelo Mardi Chavia from base HM3A and I'll be tackling about the Philippine Tourism Law in its Chapter 1, the case of coral resort running. We have also the learning objectives that identify the different kinds of laws relevant to the tourism, travel, and hospitality industry. Next, explain the concept of tourism law. The third is enumerate the important sources of tourism law. And the last is give examples of application of tourism law. By the way, we have here an ignorantia juris non excusat is an ignorance of the law excuses no one. Without law, our world would be very unstable, and anarchy in our streets and peace would be difficult to achieve. This is a legal doctrine from the Roman law. In the case of the coral resort drowning, we have definition of law and kinds of law. But first, we have to tackle about the coral resort drowning. The Robinson family went a 3-day weekend getaway in a popular resort in the Visayas, the Coral Resort, which takes pride of hospitable service, first-rate cuisine, and well-maintained resort facilities. Martin Robinson, president of an American multinational company based in Manila, took his wife Angie and children, Patty, age 6, Geoff, age 5, to this beautiful resort to celebrate their wedding anniversary. The first day was enjoyable because of the children had a great time at the resort refreshing swimming pool despite the lack of lifeguard. No on duty, the chief delighted to family with local cuisine and every staff has courteous and cheerful. On the second day, there weren't many people checked in the resort just before sunset. Angie woke up and started to look for Patty, and she was nowhere to be found. Geoff was with his dad the whole afternoon walking by the beach. After searching for 30 minutes, with the help of some hotel staff, Fatty found it. The swimming pool already dead. One of the staff immediately performed the standard CPR, but to avail. Can Robinson family hold the hotel liable for the death of their daughter? What are the responsibilities of the resorts with the swimming pool? Would you consider the resort negligent in this situation? What are the rights of hotel guests? So we have here the definition of law. In the definition of law, it is a general and abstract sense, derecho. It is a sense of moral laws founded on the rational nature of the man that governs his free activity, the realization of individual and social ends, of life under an aspect of mutual conditional dependence. In its specific concrete sense, lay, as defined, a rule of conduct just obligatory promulgated, legitimate authority and common observance and benefit. Kinds of law. We have the kinds of law. For our purposes, the different kinds of law are classified as follows: as to purpose and as to scope. And we have also concept of tourism law. We have to tackle about as to purpose. As to purpose, the substantive law or a law which creates and defines and regulate rights, of which regulates rights and duties which give a rise of a cause of action. Next, we have adjective law, the law which provides a method of aiding and protecting certain rights. And we have also as to scope, general or public law, a law which applies to all of the people of the state or all the particular class of persons in the state which equal force and obligation. Examples: criminal law, international law, and political law. In criminal law, a law dealing with crimes and their punishment as well as procedure for that purpose. International law, we have international law that regulating the relations sustained by the inhabitants of a territory to sovereign. Special or private law, a law which relates to particular persons or things of class examples, civil law, maritime law, and mercantile law. The segment of civil law, maritime law, and mercantile law. The civil law the mass of precepts which determines and regulates those relations of assistance and authority of obedience existing among members of a family and those which exist among members of society for the protection of private interest. Maritime law, the law dealing with the commerce by sea, involving regulations of ships and harbors and the status of seamen. Mercantile law, the law of commercial transactions derived from the law of merchant, which includes commercial paper, insurance, and other types of agency. We have also the concept of tourism law. The tourism law is defined as a custom or practice of traveling for pleasure as well as by promotion and establishment of the countries to attract tourists. We have the importance application of the law. Today, society has evolved which wherein business establishment engaged in tourism have been in the food service, hotel service, and transportation service, travel and tour operations, events, management, and even medical tourism, among others, all for the interest of gratification, happiness, amusement, and entertainment. People traveling from place to place. E-commerce has now been considered a way of necessity to business in tourism. We have the sources of relevant to tourism and travel hospitality industry. The Philippine Constitution. It is a fundamental law of the land which all other laws must confirm, prescribing rules of action or civil conduct which respect to person, things, or both examples, Dangerous Drug Act, Public Service Act, Civil Code of the Philippines, Labor Code of the Philippines, Revised Penal Code, Seatbelt Law, Local Government Ordinances. We have also the third, administrative or executive orders, regulations, and rulings. These are issued by the administrative official under legislative authority. Examples: rules and regulation promulgated by the Secretary of Tourism to govern the accreditation of hotels, tourist inns, motels, apartels, resorts, pension houses, and other accommodation establishments by BIR circulars and rulings, administrative issuance by the Department of Foreign Affairs. We have also omnibus rules implementing the Labor Code of the Philippines, foreign tribunals, and opinions of textbooks. So let's go back to the question, can the Robinson family hold the hotel liable for the death of their daughter? It can be answered yes or no. In yes, because the hotel is liable to input a lifeguard in their pool. And no also because the parents also are liable to their children. Next, what are the responsibilities of the resort swimming pool? The responsibility of the swimming pool is to the oblige of the hotel to input a lifeguard. Next, would you consider the result negligent in this situation? Yes, they are negligent because they do not put some staff to maintain the safety of the guests. Next, what are the rights of hotel guests? The right of hotel guests is to make their premises and their safety to be applied. And that's all. Thank you. Good day.